In this tutorial, we're going to use Photoshop's amazing Photomerge tools to create a panoramic effect with all of the images taken inside this folder. What I did was I stood on the edge of San Francisco and took a series of photographs while turning my camera slightly so there was a slight bit of overlap. Now, I did not use a tripod. I simply stood there and tried my best to get the pictures lined up. And here you can see the effects. And what I'd like to do is take all these pictures and combine them into a single panorama. Now, mind you, my camera did not have a wide-angle lens. It had a regular lens, and I simply took a bunch of pictures standing on the edge of the water. So let's get started. Inside Photoshop, click on File, Automate, Photomerge. And I'm using CS4, but this will work in CS3 as well. I'm just going to choose the Layout tool, and from here I'm going to Browse. I'm going to find the group of photos that I wish to include in my panorama and click OK. Photoshop lists the pictures that you wish to include in the Photomerge. Down below, I can check some of these settings if I wish, but in this case, I just want to blend the images together. And then I click OK. Photoshop starts its magic. As you can see, it's advancing through the pictures, doing various things that it does. It's working its magic and will soon create a panorama of all the images that we selected. Now here's the result of Photoshop's Photomerge. As you can see, Photoshop took each picture and placed it on its own layer, and using layer masks gave us the illusion that the pictures have been stitched together. Now let's take a look at what's going on here. Now you might be going, this looks horrible. There's transparent pixels all over the place, and that's really not what I wanted. I don't want a picture that looks all chunky and blocky like this. Well, we're not done yet. To simply finish this picture off, all I need to do is crop it. But before we do that, let's go to our layers palette and merge all the layers or squash all the layers into one single layer. So I'm going to click on the first layer and scroll all the way down to my last layer and shift click on that so it selects all the range of layers between that. Then I'm going to right click way up here and choose merge layers. So if I merge all the layers, now it's just a single layer. Just a single layer that we can now deal with in Photoshop. I'm going to go and get my crop tool. With my crop tool, I'm going to drag a large crop area around the perimeter of my image. I'm going to adjust it so that it includes most of the image that I'm looking at. And then I'm going to hit enter to crop the picture. So you can see the final results of our Photoshop image. It took all the images inside the directory and stitched them together flawlessly. I mean, that is the view that I was seeing. I just didn't have a wide-angle camera. So you don't need a wide-angle camera to create a panorama. You simply need Photoshop and the Photomerge tools.